live on Facebook and YouTube, and if you are indeed out there, please do let me know. I'm Minnesota Mike, and I'm streaming to you live here from my parents' house in Minnesota. And despite that, today the focus for songs is going to be Stuck Inside of Mobile, which is a blues album that I wrote it was the March after I moved to Memphis, somewhere around there. And, I had wanted to do a blues album for, pretty long time. But it just never really worked out. I was kind of forcing it too much. And then, appropriately got my heart broken and, had a lot to say and tried to do a different genre with every single album. This particular album, I should say, really captured the blues, at least as best as I could. That is that. And we're gonna get started here. Like I said, I'm still kind of working out the kinks here on this new app that I'm trying out to stream from both YouTube and Facebook. And so if there's something that you want to hear or whatever, please do comment, and I should be able to see it. But that is that. So this is all about my first year in Memphis, and a good chunk of that was defined by personal struggles, relationship-wise, but then also some professional ones. And so this first one is a song that's called Teacher Blues, and still got him to an extent, but that's just one of those things. So this is Teacher Blues, and I'm gonna do it as a medley with Crossroads, but the Cream version of Crossroads. Yeah, I'm just a poor old teacher, the microscope enlarges my deeds. Yeah, I'm just a poor old teacher, the microscope enlarges my deeds. You've forgotten where you've been and can't provide what I need. It ain't easy living life where everyone disapproves of how you act. It ain't easy living life where everyone disapproves of how you act. How am I supposed to teach now with the knife lodged in my back? You can fight it all you want to, but you never gave me half a chance. Did you ever think to help me? I ain't perfect, but most like me deserve better with second glance. You never trusted me, how was I supposed to advance? You never trusted me, how was I supposed to advance? I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knees. Ask the Lord above for mercy, take me if you please. I went down to the crossroads, tried to flag a ride. I went down to the crossroads trying to flag a ride. Nobody seemed to know me, everybody passed me by. Well, I'm going down to Rosedale, take my rider by my side. Going down to Rosedale, take my rider by my side. Wig and barrel house, baby, on the riverside. You can run, go tell my friend Willie Brown. You can run, go tell my friend Willie Brown. And I'm standing at the crossroads before I'm sinking down. Alright, and that was Teacher Blues and Crossroads by Robert Johnson. That second one, obviously, by Robert Johnson. That first one was by me. So we are celebrating my album Stuck Inside of Mobile, which I wrote March of 2016. Just kind of about what I was going through. That's, kind of all my albums, but that one was an interesting mix of some professional and personal struggles. Yeah, just kind of one of those things. Yeah. The nice thing, and I, would like to say that I did this on purpose, but it was 13 years ago yesterday. My dad and grandpa and I were driving through on our Three Amigos road trip, and we made it to Memphis. And so we're driving through, like Danny Thomas and Poplar, and see the, county jail, and like 2 or 3 bail bond shops. And, and so my grandpa, who was sitting in the front seat of my dad's car, just looks at my dad and he goes, "Where the hell are we?" And now that's what I call home. That's, that was just such a fun trip. And like I said, that was 13 years ago yesterday. So, and we were there for 3 days, the 17th, 18th, and 19th of 2007. And that's the only reason why I ever thought to live in Memphis, is because of that particular road trip. So I'm really, really happy that ended up working out. And it's interesting because one of my friends, I can't even remember who it is or who it was. I think it sounds like a Tony Maynard quote, but he was saying that sooner or later, whether you like it or not, the Memphis sound is gonna kind of seep into your subconscious, and you're gonna start kind of having that Memphis sound to you. And so I hope that's reflected in this record. If not, my Memphis friends know where to find me. Anyway, we're gonna continue on here. And this is a song called Hittin' Snooze. This one I am going to do as a medley with Steely Dan's song called Pretzel Logic. I hope you enjoy both of them. You're the reason for my troubles. You're the reason I got the blues. You're the reason for my troubles. You're the reason I got the blues. Your words truly alarm me, and right now I'm hitting snooze. You should know by now, my darling, my liver can't handle all this booze. You should know by now, my darling, my liver can't handle all of this booze. Your words continue to alarm me, and right now I'm hitting snooze. We once talked marriage and kids, so right now I'm thoroughly confused. We once talked marriage and kids, so right now I'm thoroughly confused. Your words continue to alarm me, and right now I'm in snooze. Your words continue to alarm me, and right now I'm hitting snooze. Yeah, I would love to the Southland in a traveling minstrel show. Yes, I'd love to the Southland in a traveling minstrel show. Yes, I'd love to see the stage and make them laugh. This thing sounds just like a record on a photograph. Those days are gone forever, over a long time ago. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would love to meet Napoleon, but I haven't found the time. Yes, I love to meet Napoleon, and I plan to find the time. 'Cause he's looking so fine up on that hill. They tell me he was lonely, he's lonely still. Those days are gone forever, over a long time ago. Oh yeah. I stepped up to the platform, the man gave me the news. He said, "You must be joking, son, where did you get those shoes? Where did you get those shoes?" Well, I've seen them on the TV, the movie show. They say the times are changing, but I just don't know. Those days are gone forever, over a long time ago. Oh yeah. right, and that was Hitting Snooze. And Pretzel Logic by Steely Dan. I had the pleasure of seeing Steely Dan live in concert coming up on 11 years ago, and I had seen that they were coming, and saw it in the paper and all of that. And I, said to my mom, "Oh, that'd be a good birthday present," because it was, like a week after my birthday. And so, I kind of said that casually, forgot about it, and then on my birthday, one of the presents that my parents gave me was wrapped in a shoebox. So I opened it up, but before I did, I look at my parents and I said, "Where did you get those shoes?" And so then I open it up and it's the Steely Dan tickets. So that was pretty hilarious timing. And something I'm sure they meant to do when they wrapped that up. But that is that. So we are gonna keep on going here, and a lot of the songs on here are based on the same person, and this one it was kind of a hybrid of people that it was about. But the kind of the idea behind this song is that generally speaking, people when it comes to romance, like spontaneity. But there are certain things that if you make a move, even a small move, too soon, then it's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? And so I was kind of imagining that this person and I would be in Memphis, and if I took her hand or something, just kind of out of nowhere, she'd say, "Well, those are things that couples do," and so it just kind of spiraled into this song. And the song that inspired it was "Real Good Man" by Tim McGraw. So I'm going to do a medley of those two songs. We walked down Main Drive to take her hand, kiss her on the cheek like it wasn't land. She told me those are things that couples do, and darling, we're just not on that pace. Those are things that couples do, and baby, you should know your place. Can't count on my toes and fingertips how many times she asked for eternal bliss. Should have seen the red flag when I saw the look upon her face. She said that's one of the things couples do, and baby, you should know your place. She once brought up exchanging wedding vows, but she sure as hell don't feel that way now. We talked about a family, but hopes of that have been erased. She says those are things that couples do. Those are things that couples do. Those are things that couples do, and baby, you should know your place. Girl, you never met no one like me. Up there in your high society, they might tell you I'm no good. Girl, they need to understand just who I am. Yeah, I may be a real bad boy, but baby, I'm a real good man. I may drink too much and play too loud, hang out with the rough and rowdy crowd. That don't mean I don't respect my mama or my Uncle Sam. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I may be a real bad boy, but baby, I'm a real good man. I may have a reckless streak, at least a country mile wide. If you're gonna run with me, it's gonna be a wild ride. When it comes to loving you, I am got velvet hands. I'll show you how a real bad boy can be a real good man. I'll take all the good times I can get. I'm too young for growing up just yet. Ain't much I can promise you except to do the best I can. I'll be damned. I may be a real bad boy, but baby, I'm a real good man. I may be a real bad boy, but baby, I'm a real good man. All right, and that was Things That Couples Do and Real Good Man. The second of which is by Tim McGraw. So next we are gonna dive back in to some of the originals, but this one is going to be a little bit different in terms of just how we go about things. So this is going to be a three-pronged medley, and this is going to be my original song, East of Mississippi, and then I'm going to do Blue on Black by Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and close things off with Barton Hollow by the Civil Wars. So this is East of Mississippi, and then it's going to be followed by those other two things. East of Mississippi, he ruined your life with his cheating ways. East of Mississippi, he ruined your life with his cheating ways. Now when someone treats you right, you kick them out before they can do the same. East of Mississippi, He was two-time until they caught his trysts. East of Mississippi, he was two-time until they caught his trysts. Now you kick people to the curb in anticipation of their mind shift. East of Mississippi, you told me you could be my bride. And in the east of Mississippi, you told me you could be my bride. And in that same place, you later determined I would leave you unsatisfied. And in that same place, you determined I would leave you unsatisfied. Nine balls and I'm alone. Skin chilled me to the bone. You turned and you ran. Slim, no, slim right from my hand. Hey, blue on black, tears on a river, push on a shove, don't mean much. Joker on jack, match on a fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. Whisper and scream doesn't change a thing, don't bring you back. Blue on black. Blind, oh, now I see. Truth lies in between. Wrong can't be undone. Oh, slimmed off the tip of your tongue. Hey, blue on black, tears on a river, push on a shove, it don't mean much. Joker on jack, match on fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. Whisper on a scream, don't change a thing, don't bring you back. Hey, blue on black. Hey, blue on black, tears on a river. Hey, blue on black, tears on a river, push on a shove, it don't mean much. Joker on jack, match on a fire, cold on ice, a dead man's touch. Whisper on a scream, don't change a thing, don't bring you back. Blue on black. I'm a dead man walking near, but that's the least of all my fears. It's not Alabama clay that gives my trembling hands away. Please forgive me, Father. Ain't going back to Barton Hollow. Devil gonna follow me here I go. Won't do me no good. Washing in a river. Can't no preacher man save my soul. Did that full moon force my hand? Pour that unmarked $100,000. Ooh, underneath the water. Please forgive me, Father. Miles and miles in my bare feet. Still can't lay me down to sleep. And if I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul won't take. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. Keep walking and running for miles. Keep walking and running for miles. Keep walking and running for miles. Ain't going back to Barton Hollow. Devil gonna follow me, here I go. Won't do me no good. Washing in a river. Can't no preacher man save my soul. Alright, and that was East of Mississippi. Then that was Blue on Black and Barton Hollow. Some nice cheery stuff there. Yeah, East of Mississippi was where all the bad stuff goes down. Yeah, all the secrets lie. But next up, we are going to switch things up a little bit in terms of inspiration. So this one, you will probably never hear this sentence again, but this particular song was inspired by the title of a Modest Mouse album, and Keep Your Hands to Yourself by Georgia Satellites. The Modest Mouse album was called We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank, and I just thought that was a really fitting title. Because I mean, this kind of happened out of nowhere, but at the same time, it kind of felt like it was planned. This falling out, and so this just kind of felt appropriate. But yeah, so this is We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank, paired with Keep Your Hands to Yourself. Well, I guess we were dead before the ship even sank. I couldn't even find my way to the riverbank. You once were the captain, now I'm stripping you of your rank. And though I guess we were dead before the ship even sank, well, I guess we were dead before the ship even sang. I'd say those words to you and you just come blank. I never saw the holes piercing through the flank, but I guess we were dead before the ship even sank, 'cause you got scared when your ship gave to you everything you ever could desire. So you boarded another ship and ordered all your shipmen to fire. This ship good night and gone down without some kind of fight. If things aren't going wrong, you assume things can't be right. A sinking ship is more worthless than a Belgian franc. But I guess that we were dead before the ship even sank. Yeah, I guess we were dead before the ship even sank. Yeah, I got a little dream in my mind and going jing-a-ling-a-ling. Won't you call you on the telephone, give you a ring? But each time we know I get the same old thing. Always no hooky, no kissing to get a wedding ring. My honey, my baby, don't put my love up on no shelf. She said don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. Cruel baby, 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 why you won't treat me this way? You know I'm still your lover boy, I still feel the same way. That's when she told me a story about free milk and a cow. Said no huggy, no kissing till get a wedding vow. My honey, my baby, don't put my love up on no shelf. She said don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. See, I wanted her real bad, I was about to give in. That's when she started talking true love, started talking about sin. I said, honey, I'll live with you for the rest of my life. Said, no hugging, no kissing till you make me your wife. My honey, my baby, don't put my love up on no shelf. She said, don't hand me no lines and keep your hands to yourself. All right, and that was We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank, and At the Buzzer as a medley with Keep Your Hands to Yourself by the Georgia Satellites. Appropriately enough, the person who that song was about was actually from the state of Georgia, so that ended up working out nicely. Yeah. So, that was that. Let's see what we got next here. Okay, cool. So that was that. So this next song, this is just one of my absolute favorite stories. This, I don't know. So like I said, this is not just about failed relationships. in terms of dating, it's also in terms of failed, relationships with students, and kind of, thinking of how students might have seen me in my first year as a teacher, and all of that. And so this is a song that I wrote, and it's called "Hey Teacher." And the funny thing about the kid that I wrote this about is that, in like December, one of my coworkers said, "Yeah, this kid came up to me the other day in advisory and just goes, 'Man, I hate Mr. Muehlenhausen.'" And that, I kind of felt bad, but, mainly it was just funny. But then that same kid, when we were reading Juan Gomez Detective a little bit later on in the year, it described the woman who came in as wearing brown boots and a green dress. And this same kid who swore he hated me, just a couple months later, he just raises his hand and he goes, "Mr. Muehlenhausen, isn't that a little bit tacky, what she was wearing?" And I tell that story every single year because it's just such a great thing. Why, no, it is not. But anyway, so this is a song called "Hey Teacher," and it is, I'm going to do it as a medley with the song that inspired it, and that is "Old Man" by Neil Young. Hey teacher, tell me, what do you see when I walk in the doorway? Do you see yourself in me? Tell me, what does that say? Hey teacher, tell me, what do you see? Is this payback due? Are you believing in me? I've lost faith in you. I see you an hour a day, all you do is scream. That sends the signal that you don't believe in me. It seems we've reached an impasse. Hey teacher, I go home at night. Your work is my last concern. I'm the student, but you're the one who has a lot to learn. Hey ninja, tell me, what do you see? Is this payback due? Are you believing in me? I've lost faith in you. I see you an hour a day, all you do is scream. That sends a signal that you don't believe in me. It seems we've reached an impasse. Hey teacher, what do you see when I walk in the doorway? Do you see yourself in me? Tell me, what does that say? Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life, 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in paradise, that makes me think of two. Love lost, such a cause, give me things that don't get lost. like a torn, like a coin, then gets tossed, rolling back to you. Old man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need somebody to love me the whole day through. I just wanna look in my eyes, you can tell it's true. I'm a lot like you were. Love lost such a cost. Give me things that don't get lost, like a coin that gets tossed, rolling back to you. Lullabies, look in my eyes, run around that same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. I've been first and I've been last. Look at how the time goes past. But all alone at last, I'm rolling home to you. Old man, take a look at my life, I'm a lot like you. I need somebody to hold me the whole day through. I just wanna look in my eyes, I can tell it's true. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life, I'm a lot like you were. All right, and that was Hey Teacher paired with Old Man. No connection. No, it actually is kind of there is a little bit of a connection there thematically, I like to think. Yeah, so the interesting thing about this album, and really any album that I make, is that, you know, it's a kind of a combination of stuff that I've been listening to, and obviously, you know, you hear a lot of the blues, so we'll get to a little bit more of that after this song. But this is a song called Damn That Girl, and I hope you enjoy it. I moved down to Memphis in the sweltering heat. She came up to visit and gave me a home that couldn't be beat. Months later she had been to change her mind. Now I say, damn that girl south of the Mason-Dixon line. Well, she held my hand as we walked from place to place, gazed in her hazel eyes, and I stroked her face. But all of that changed in almost no time. Now I say, damn that girl south of the Mason-Dixon line. I can't stand her dragging my heart around, bringing herself up while she's bringing me down. Yeah, I used to be in love with a bad mama from the Georgia pines. Now I say, damn that girl south of the Mason-Dixon line. I say, damn that girl south of the Mason-Dixon line. Alright, and that was Damn That Girl. Nice little blues tune for you there. Yeah. So, as I was saying, I forgot I had one more song before I played the one that I was starting to introduce. So, as I said, you know, a lot of any album that I'm writing for, it's usually a product of stuff that I'm listening to at the time. And some of that is just studio recordings, some of it is concerts. Remember those? And so anyway, on April 8th of 2016, I was fortunate enough to see Buddy Guy in concert, and he played this song called Slippin' Out, Slippin' In, While You Were Slippin' Out, something along those lines. And so anyway, he did that, and I just thought it was great. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try to write a song like that. And sure enough, this is what I came up with. So this is gonna be a medley of Slippin' Out, Slippin' In, and my song, While You Were Sleepin'. And I'm gonna play my song first. Now while you were sleeping, darling, as you laid in bed, did you dream it was me with you there instead? Oh, while you were sleeping, darling, did it seem more realistic I was your man? 'Cause while you were sleeping, darling, I was awake into your other plans. Now I've never been one to interrupt a dream, but don't it mean you to wake up to things not as they seem? You can't string me along for months on end and just expect me to understand. 'Cause while you were sleeping, darling, I was awake into your other plans. Now when you wake up, honey, and you realize life ain't like your dreams, you told me time after time, and when the truth knocks you on your ass, don't expect me to give a damn. Oh, 'cause while you were sleeping, darling, yeah, while you were sleeping, darling, Yeah, while you were sleeping, darling, I was awaking to your other plans. I came home this morning. Oh, what a shock to find out my key no longer fit its lock. Oh, baby, 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 you just take me right out there where you've been. 'Cause while you were slipping out, someone else was slipping in. I thought I was your fool that you could count on. One who was right there when no one else is at home. But baby, 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 I think I found myself a new friend. 'Cause while you were slipping out, someone else was slipping in. Now cry your heart out, you don't mean a thing to me. I'm a brand new man, as you can plainly see. A new way to walk people, and I'm wearing my hair. This big smile on my face you didn't put there. I got a brand new way of wearing my hair. That smile on my face, babe, you didn't put there. Oh, baby, 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 you just go right back out there where you've been. 'Cause while you were slipping out, yeah, while you were slipping out, while you were slipping out, someone else was slipping in. All right, and that was While You Were Sleeping, paired with Slipping Out, Slipping In. That's, like I said, a Buddy Guy song. So, that is that. All right, we're going to keep on rolling here. This is a song called When I Finally Get to Georgia, not to be confused with When I Finally Get to Noonan, which is a completely different song. Same state, different city. But a little more specific, with where I'm going. But, anyway, this is When I Finally Get to Georgia. And I don't think it was inspired by this initially, but, we're gonna do it as a medley with, Hitchin' a Ride by, Green Day. We were never on the same page. I remember your roots. I'm far amused. I know if I wanted to, I could see you at any time. But when I finally get in Georgia, you'll be across the Mississippi line. Roses by the dozen I sent to let you know you were loved from afar, but even when that's shown, you still found a way to throw back everything I sacrificed. How's it feel to have the upper hand? Sure must be nice when your lonely future with me was on your mind. Now when I finally get in Georgia, you'll meet across the Mississippi line. It's pointless to waste energy trying to win you over. You may think when you get lonely you can call me to be your crying shoulder. Future wife and husband was something I was ready to define. But when I finally get in Georgia, you'll meet across the Mississippi line. Yeah, when I finally get in Georgia, you'll meet across the Mississippi line. Hey, mister, where you heading? Are you in a hurry? Need a limb till happy hour said, oh no. Do you bring one with still spirits? I need to bring as well. When it creates a oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gold noogies getting stale and out of meaning grow. For minutes I'm a never boys and I'll go, no. There's a drought at the fountain of youth, and feeling dehydrated. My tongue is swelling up as I say 1, 2, 3, 4. Troubled times, you know I cannot lie. By the way, hitching a ride. Troubled times, you know I cannot lie. I'm off the wagon and I'm hitching a ride. Hitching a ride. Hitching a ride. Hitching a ride. All right, and that was Hitching a Ride by Green Day, paired with When I Finally Get to Georgia. Didn't work out, by the way, when I finally got there. So, I mean, I guess that song is kind of true. Yeah, so we got a couple more. This is another one of my favorites. You guys may remember my affinity for Satan with the Can't Start a Fire live stream in Satan's Place. So this is a sequel of sorts to that. And this is a song called Satan's Single. I don't know. You know, just seems like a nice guy. Maybe we'll see. But you know, so this is Satan's Single, and I hope you enjoy it. My darling, it seems you can't make up your mind. You're just a little scared. Damn what we have to find. But maybe, you turned me down. Who will take my place? Oh, Satan's single, and you deserve whatever bad man comes your way. You know it could all work out. You two would be a moving match. You're both masters in deception, getting the good ones off track. And baby, you can only get so far with that face. You're Satan's single, and you deserve whatever bad man comes your way. Now I don't mean to patronize, but don't come crawling back when you realize that, baby, you led all the good men astray. Oh, make us Satan's single, and you deserve whatever bad man comes your way. Oh yeah, Satan's single, and you deserve whatever bad man comes your way. Alright, and that was Satan's Single. You know, as far as I know, that's still true. I wrote that about 4 years ago. They might have gotten together. I don't know. You know, kind of lost track. But you know, could be. Could be. You know, like I said in the second verse, that, you know, just seems like a good match. Just trying to do my part here. But speaking of people you don't wind up with, this is a song called If It Ain't Him, and I'm gonna do it as a medley with Lovin' Touchin' Squeezin' by Journey, because I can. Yeah, I hope you're happy with him. I hope you're satisfied. You strung me out for months on end just so I couldn't say you didn't try. And now you got me up. I know what that's about. You're lonely and you want me to figure something out. Yeah, I know you think of me when he's the one you kiss. Tell me, when was the last time you went to sleep in bliss? When you make love, tell me, who do you envision? If it ain't him, you should rethink your decision. you drink is the player you get. Don't think you can come back in just 'cause I don't have a sure bet. I'd rather live alone and watch you suffer doing the same. So when you die alone, you'll be the only one to blame. I know you think of me when he's the one you kiss. Tell me, when was the last time you fell asleep in bliss? When you two make love, tell me, who do you envision? If it ain't him, you should rethink your decision. If I cross your mind when your limbs crosses, don't you call me begging for another chance to make up for what you did. That white fence blocks out your excuses, so don't come near the picket. If you come up with another, I'll tell you right where to stick it. I know you think of me when he's the one you kiss. Tell me, when was the last time you went to sleep bathing in bliss? When you two make love, tell me, who do you envision? If it ain't him, if it ain't him, if it ain't him, you should rethink your decision. You make me weep, I wanna die. You're just when you said we should try loving, touching, squeezing another. You're in me. When I'm alone, all by myself, you're out with somebody else, loving, touching, squeezing another. You're tearing me apart. Every day you're tearing me apart. Oh, what can I say when you're loving, touching, squeezing each other? It won't be long, yes, till you're alone. When your lover, oh, he hasn't come home, 'cause he's loving, touching, squeezing another. He's tearing you apart. Every day he's tearing you apart. Ooh, what can I say when you're loving, touching, squeezing each other? Alright, and that was a combination of It Ain't Him and Lovin' Touchin' Squeezin', that second one being by Journey. Yeah, so we are going to move on, and this is you know, still about relationships, but more about a paranormal relationship. Personally, just, you know, this is just me. I prefer a poor normal relationship as opposed to a paranormal one, but, you know, that's literally probably just me. So, you know, we'll figure that out. But this is a song that I wrote a handful of years ago. And my friend Tammy, so my friend Amber's mom, Tammy, she was telling me, you know, because it's kind of a running thing that, like, oh, you know, kind of like the Kick cereal, except with songwriting. Like, I'll write about anything. And so Tammy said, yeah, you should write a song about the ghost of Ernestine's. And so I thought about it and ended up writing it like the next day. So this is a song called Caught by the Spirit. And it was inspired by Stairway to Heaven. And I didn't do this on purpose, but the Led Zeppelin kind of got caught by the spirit a couple of years ago with that lawsuit, allegedly ripping off the riff for Stairway to Heaven. So there are just connections all over the place. But this is Caught by the Spirit, and I am going to do it as a medley with Stairway to Heaven. So stay tuned for that. There's a hole in the wall where the goes down the hall, haunts the memories that are best forgotten. If you listen, he speaks almost every week, haunts the memories when you're feeling rotten. If you go up the stairs, you can bet he'll be there. It is best if you just don't go near it. Buy some burgers and chips, try to eat them in bliss before you hang on by the spirit. See the dot on your phone, that is where the ghost roams. It might reach you and you'd better fear it. We can sing, we can hide, but the ghost is inside. Soon we all will hang on by the spirit. And now there's nowhere left to run. The haunting's only just begun. The spirit down at a distance is gonna haunt you in your dreams. The ghost is coming after you, Better hope your time ain't past due. The victims all cry out in pain, from the ghost who haunts South Main. Better run before you get caught by the spirit. There's a lady that's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with one word she can get what she paid for. Oh, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause you know sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiving. Ooh, and it makes me wonder. Ooh, and it makes me wonder. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Ooh, and it makes me wonder. Ooh, and it makes me wonder. And it's whispered that soon, if we all hum a tune, then the piper will lead us to reason. And a new day will dawn, and we'll all sing along, and the forests will echo with laughter. And there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be alarmed now. It's just the spring clean of the May Queen. Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. And it makes me wonder. Your head is humming and it won't go, and guess you don't know. The piper's calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind? And she's buying a stairway to heaven. All right, and that was Caught by the Spirit and Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Yeah. That first song was obviously mine. Yeah. So a couple things about that. First of all, I'm very, very glad my parents don't have a strict no stairway policy, because that, wouldn't have been good, because I do enjoy playing that song. This is a different Led Zeppelin song, but one of my friends, when she was in second grade, she had to bring in a poem for school and, read it. And so her mom gave her Immigrant Song and had her recite that as spoken word, which I just think is fabulous. I would have chosen something by Bob Dylan, but, that's just as good. Yeah. And that Caught by the Spirit song, like I said, I wrote that kind of as a challenge for my friend Tammy to write a song about the ghost of Ernestine's, and everything. This is kind of typical of a lot of my songs, but everything in it is something that actually happened. So the Hole in the Wall is, Ernestine and Hazel's really cool dive bar in Memphis, for those of you who don't know. It's closed now because of COVID, but it's a cool spot to check out. And there are ghosts that haunt it, like, legitimately. I am not into the paranormal activity and whatever, but, like, there's something freaky going on there. And, there have been ghost sightings, and one of those is the jukebox is haunted, so it will, in the middle of our sets when we would play there, it'd just randomly turn on in the middle of one of our songs. So then somebody'd have to go over and, turn it off. It's just really weird. And then there's an upstairs where people will go. There's this red room, and people use, like, Ouija boards and whatever. And one of my friends actually got a tap on his shoulder, and he turned around and there was nobody there. So we're thinking that might have been the ghost. And then in the last verse, when I say "see the dot on your phone," that's where he now roams. Again, my friend Tammy and I were listening to somebody's performance, and Amber was filming it on her phone, and just all of a sudden there was this white dot, this like orb that just, like, kind of, like the light almost, about that shade, that just went behind the performer and just, like, went off screen and then came back on again, and it was just the freakiest thing. So that's what that's a reference to. And unfortunately, the person who knew that history the best is no longer working there. And I won't address that directly in the next song, but I'll definitely mention her and a lot of the regulars from the really good days at Ernestine and Hazel's. So this last song, at least last original song that I'm going to do, is a song of mine called King of Ernestines, and it was inspired by Piano Man. And so I'm going to do that, yes, on guitar, but that's kind of what my song is for, to have a Guitar Man song and then pair it with Piano Man. So this is my song called King of Ernestines, paired with Piano Man by Billy Joel. The smoke gently pours from the open door as a woman in blue jeans appears, and she's talking with the patrons and Karen the barmaid, while the regulars suck down them beers. And she promises us fame and fortune if we just give a notebook a sign. And with each 3 songs set, we help people forget the moments in life so benign. Now Zeke is a retired school teacher who records on the east side of town. And he's played with Furry Lewis, so he knows how to do this. He brings us up when we feel down. And he swears this job will be the death of me, and he doesn't know how it gets done. But what he doesn't know is that in times of trouble, Ernestine's is where I run. Now Brother Doug comes in when it pleases him, his acoustic always in hand, and he drinks at the saloon before playing a tune to help folks understand how the woman he went with just left him, despite all of the support he'd shown. And we love it when he plays his tunes for us, even when he feels like he should bemoan. It's an extra gloomy night at Ernestine and Hazel's down on South Main, and folks are coming in to hear what I am singing, and hope it'll be more of the same. They say we love you, King of Ernestines. We hang on every word that you speak, 'cause your lyrics flow from your mouth like a river. We look forward to them every week. Sing us a song. We love you, King of Ernestines, and hang on every word that you speak. Your lyrics flow like a river, and we look forward to them week after week. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet and I knew incomplete when I wore a younger man's clothes. Oh, la-da-dee-da-da-dee-da, la-da-da-dee-da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar, he's a friend of mine, and he gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke or to light up my smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, as the smile ran away from his face. Well, I know that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. La-da-da, la-da-da-dee-da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and who does? And he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitresses are practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, as the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. In the piano it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit in the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Yes, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Alright, and that was Piano Man, ironically played on guitar. I had the privilege of seeing Billy Joel live about 4 years ago, and when he played Piano Man, it was the coolest thing. Like, whether you like that song or not, it was just a really cool moment to hear everybody singing along, had their phones out, lighters, whatever, and yeah, it was a really, really cool moment. So that, yeah, that's awesome. I love that song. So many just random good lines in there. Cool. So, I've got, just a couple more for you. 1, 2, 4 more, actually. I've got 4 more for you. But one of them is going to be a medley, and, actually, both of these used to be on the Cinco de Mayo set, but when I wrote this album, I moved them because they had more bluesy songs to them, or feels to them, I should say. So this first one is the first part of the medley is Heard It Through the Grapevine, played in the style of Marvin Gaye. Let's all laugh at that. There's no way that I can fully capture that, but I prefer that version to the Gladys Knight version, just personally. And so I'm gonna do that first, and then Witch A Woman by Eagles. So it's gonna be that. Well, I bet you're wondering how I knew about these plans to make me blue with some other guy that you knew before. Between the two of us, you know I love you more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Don't you know that I heard him through the grapevine? Not much longer would you be mine. Well, I heard him through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind, honey, honey, yeah. I know, grown man, I'm supposed to cry, but these feelings I can't hold inside. Losing you would end my life, you see, 'cause you mean that much to me. You could have told me yourself that you were after somebody else. Instead, I heard him through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine. Well, I heard him through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind, honey, honey, yeah. They say believe after what you see, son, and none of what you hear. But I can't help believe it's true. If it is, won't you tell me, dear? Do you plan to leave me for the man you knew before? If so, I heard him through the grapevine. Not much longer would you be mine. Well, I heard him through the grapevine, and I'm just about to lose my mind, honey, honey, yeah. sparks fly from her fingertips, echoed voices in the night. She's a restless spirit on an endless flight. We witchy woman, see how high she flies. We witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes. She had me spellbound in the night, dancing shadows and firelight, crazy laughter from another room, and she drove herself to madness with a silver spoon. We witchy woman, see how high she flies. We witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes. You say you wanna love her, let me tell you, brother, she's been lying in the devil's bed. There's rumors going round, she's been underground, and she'll rock you in the night till your skin turns red. We witchy woman, see how high she flies. We witchy woman, she got the moon in her eyes. All right, and that was Witchy Woman by Eagles. Look up the clip from Seinfeld relating to Witchy Woman. It's really just hilarious. Yeah, that's where that comes from. So next song, along with this shirt, even though he didn't get it for me, goes out to my friend Pat Gavin. This is a song that we, well, he might have known about it before I did, because he's the one who tipped me off to Justin Townes Earl. But this is the title track to his 2010 album called Harlem River Blues. I hope you enjoy it. Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Yeah, I'm on a roll, mama, I gotta go, gotta get there while I still can. Trouble days are behind me now, and I know they're gonna let me in. So when you see me running up the empty, I'm just laughing and a clap in my hands. Tell my mama I love her, tell my daddy I try to give my money to my baby to spend. So Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Good times come and then go, even a good man will break. He'll let his troubles swallow him whole, even though he knows what's at stake. So I'm taking no chances, carrying over while I'm still good in his grace. Yeah, I'm no fool, mama, I know the difference between tempting and losing my faith. So Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. So Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. So Lord, I'm going uptown to the Harlem River to drown. Dirty water's gonna cover me over, and I'm not gonna make a sound. Alright, and that was Harlem River Blues by Justin Townes Earl, whose shirt I am wearing today. Now, it has his name on it. I don't think it's literally his, but that'd be a fun rumor to start. Yeah, I might start doing that. That's a good idea. So this last song that I'm gonna play is a song by Norman Greenbaum, and or maybe Greenbaum, I don't know. And this is a song called "Spirit in the Sky." Norman is maybe not an alum, but he definitely attended for a little bit at Boston University, where my brother also went to school. And the CEO of Google spoke at my brother's graduation. I don't know how they found him, but anyway, I was pulling for Norman to be the keynote speaker. No such luck. But this last song that I'm going to play is "Spirit in the Sky," and I hope you enjoy it. When I die and they lay me to rest, gonna go to the place that's the best. When they lay me down to die, I'm going up to the spirit in the sky. Going up to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Never been a sinner, I never sinned. I got a friend in Jesus. So I know that when I die, he's gonna recommend me to the spirit in the sky. Recommend me to the spirit in the sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best. Prepare yourself, you know it's tomorrow's gotta have a friend in Jesus. So you know that when you die, you're going up to the spirit in the sky. Going up to the spirit in the sky. That's where you're gonna go when you die. When you die and they lay you to rest, you're gonna go to the place that's the best. Go to the place that's the best. Go to the place that's the best. Alright, and that was Spirit in the Sky, and that concludes the part 2 of the Stuck Inside of Mobile live stream. That's the second time I've titled a live stream that, but the first time was just me being funny because I couldn't get outside of Memphis. I think I might have actually called that Stuck Inside of Memphis with the Mobile Blues again. But anyway, I appreciate you guys, and I will have another live stream for you next Saturday. Yeah, we'll go from there. Just stay tuned on that. I am Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much.